Hey, what's going on, guys? Starkim here, and welcome back to the Batman video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the supposed new Batman game coming from WB Montreal. And if you remember a video that I did a couple months back, I did a video talking about a leaked Arkham game, and we kind of went over the article for Bite-Sized Impressions that had sources that said that there is a new Batman game in development at WB Montreal. And well, now the Bite-Sized Impressions has more details on that Batman game now that we're going to be going over in this video. So let's just get right into it for these new details on the Batman game. So from what you know, this game is going to be, you're going to be playing as Batman's son. Well, now we have a confirmation that it will be Damian. In the last article, he said that they didn't specify which son it was. He could mean Dick Grayson, Tim Drake, or Damian Wayne, and it turns out that this is going to be a Damian Wayne Batman game, which I have mixed feelings about a Damian Wayne Batman game, but I think we can get into that later. We'll get into that later. But we also do know that the villain of this game, and the villain of the game, at least the main villain, is going to be Harvey Dent. You know, in the future, it's going to be in a not so distant future. From what I've heard, we'll get into later, it's going to be like 10 years in the future. So it's going to be Harvey Dent, and is later in his career, and he's going to be the judge. So if you do not know who the judge is, that is Harvey Dent's third personality. So of course he has Harvey Dent, he has Two-Face, and he has the Judge. The Judge did make an appearance in Batman animated series, or by then I think it was called the New Adventures of Batman and Robin. It was like kind of the fourth season. It was in the same continuity, but they changed the whole animation and stuff like that. And we did see the Judge in that, but in this game he's going to be Two-Face or Harvey Dent in his later years, and you're going to be taking on the Judge. He's kind of like this, he kind of acts like the Punisher in a way. So yeah, he's a pretty cool personality of Harvey Dent. It's going to be interesting to see him in this game. It was not a villain that I was expecting to see, but I'm actually pretty happy with it. I'm pretty excited about the Judge, so that excites me a lot. And then now, that's it for Bite-Sized Impressions. All we got for Bite-Sized Impressions is the main villain is that it is going to be Damian Wayne, and that it takes place in a not so distant future. So now we go into an article from, or we go into a thing from NeoGAF, which may not be the most reliable thing, but just to note, this info was vetted by the forum's moderator, so that may give a little more real, it might be a little more proof that this might be real, that this guy is actually telling the truth from NeoGAF, that it was vetted by the forum's moderators. But we can just get right into this discussion. So here we go. He has new details on the new Damian Wayne game. It was greenlight last summer. So this has been in development for a year. Bite-Sized Impressions also did talk about this, that this game has been in development for over a year. This game, so it is pretty well into the making of the game. This is not just a game that's always going to happen. No, this game is being made at WB Montreal. It was greenlit last summer. So according to Bite-Sized Impressions and all these other websites that are actually talking about it now, this game was greenlit last summer. So that is good to hear. This will take place 10 years in the future, like I said. So kind of giving you that Batman Beyond feel, which we'll get into in a second. Bruce Wayne will be older and has a beard, so we will be seeing Bruce Wayne in this game. He has a harness on his leg and uses a walking stick. So we're getting, it's just so much, this is like definitely Batman Beyond vibes, except we're getting a Damian Wayne story instead of a Terry McGinnis story. So that is interesting to note. Bruce Wayne will be mentoring Damian to be the new Batman. Damian has a bat bike, which we know from the last story from Bite-Sized Impressions I did a couple months ago, that there will be a bat bike. We will be using the bat bike, and Damian Wayne will be using the bat bike. There will be lots of great characters, also new ones, lots of redesigns. Like Black Mask will be a female in this game. So yes, it's just so many like Batman Beyond vibes is in the future. This is just pretty much Batman Beyond with Damian in it. So I don't know if it's gonna get killing Batman. If Bruce Wayne is mentoring Damian, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be killing Batman. But you know, we'll have to see. Dick Grayson will be in the game, but he has a shaven head. Mixed feelings. Dick Grayson always has a nice full head of hair. But I know this is in the future, so yeah, it's in 10 years in the future. Some villains, there will be some other villains called Flamingo, Poison Ivy, and the White Rabbit. So, again, more obscure Batman villains where you have to be reading the comic books or you have to be, you know, watching the TV shows if you want to know what's actually going on, like the Flamingo and the White Rabbit. Poison Ivy, that is a mainstream Batman villain that we've seen in the horrible movie Batman and Robin, which we will not go into. So yeah, the Flamingo, interesting choice, and the White Rabbit are two interesting choices for this game. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, the only thing that I don't really like is Damian being Batman. Because if Damian's never been really introduced in the Arkham games. But when you scroll down later in the NeoGraph article, it says that these games are not labeled as Arkham games. So this is probably an alternate continuity, which would be very interesting and be very weird why they would do this if it's not in the Arkham Knight or not in the Arkham continuity, Arkham verse. Because it feels like a Arkham game. It feels like a Arkham Knight 2 or Arkham Knight 10 years later in the future, where Bruce Wayne's older. And Damian is Batman. Of course, it would make a lot of sense if this wasn't an alternate continuity, because Damian is never mentioned by name. He's hardly ever mentioned. He's only sort of maybe mentioned in Arkham City, where Talia's talking to Bruce about the night they spent in Metropolis. But that's pretty much it. There's really nothing about Bruce Wayne has a kid or anything like that. No, it's just so it'd be kind of weird if this is in the Arkham continuity and Damian Wayne is Batman. It'd just be weird, because I feel like if this would be the Arkham continuity, I feel like either Tim Drake or Dick Grayson would have to be Batman, because they're the ones that have been mentioned and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, maybe not an Arkham game, which is very confusing, but it would also make sense, like I said, because of the Damian Wayne stuff, and also Bruce Wayne, I mean, he did become the fear gas Batman, from at least that's my understanding. That's how I take the ending of Arkham Knight, is that Bruce Wayne died but Batman is alive. You know, Bruce Wayne fully now died at the end of Arkham Knight, but the persona of Batman lived, and now he's just full on Batman. So I don't know. It's interesting. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this Batman game. Of course, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for any AAA Batman game that we get. WB Montreal making it is good. I mean, even if it's in their alternate continuity. I mean, what if they say the Arkham Origins? What if they do this thing where they say the Arkham Origins is in a different continuity, and then they have this game being in that continuity? That would be interesting if they did that. But yeah, very, very intrigued in this game. Batbike, of course, from the other video that I did a while back, you know, it's going to be taking over. It's not going to be just in one night. There will be day and night cycles, which is cool. We'll be able to design the Batcave. It's just like, if this is true, this is a really, really awesome Batman game. That my only flaw with it is, of course, Damian, because I don't really like Damian as much as I do Tim Drake or Dick Grayson or even Jason Todd. So that's my only problem. But you know, Dick Grayson is going to be in it from what we know. I mean, from the sources, and so is Bruce. So yeah, it's going to be Batman Beyond, just without Terry McGinnis, is what the feeling is so far. We're going to have the Judge, Poison Ivy, Flamingo, White Rabbit. It's going to be cool. Hopefully, this is 100% true. Of course, take this with a grain of salt, because this is not confirmed. These are sources. These are rumors. So just take it with a grain of salt. Do not make this 100% confirmed in your mind. I would say I'm about 70-80% into this. I feel a new Batman game is going to come out. Of course, you have Telltale coming out. But a new Batman game will come out, and if it is this, I'm very excited and will be very excited to pick it up. It's only been 1 year in development. Arkham Knight took 4 years, so who knows, but WB Montreal is a bigger studio, so maybe we'll get it in the next 2 years. I would say we're gonna get this game, if it is true, in the next 2 to 3 years. 3 years would be the maximum. 2 years, I think 2 to 3 years is when we're gonna get this game. But let me know in the comment section below your thoughts and opinions on this supposed new Batman game. Yes, not Arkham game, Batman game, coming in the future by WB Games Montreal. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below all your thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them in the comment section below, respond and all that kind of great stuff. We have a little conversation about this in the comment section below. It'd be great. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, make sure to leave a like to show me you have enjoyed. Subscribe if you don't miss any more videos, and follow me on Twitter at SoccerGamer07 to keep you updated with the channel. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.